This is what $100 can get you in Tokyo, Japan. The rules are simple. I'm not including accommodation or transport because that stuff is stupid expensive and the budget will be blown in seconds. But everything else is fair game, and that starts with retro vintage gaming stores directly behind me. Did you know that Japan has many vintage and retro arcade gaming shops? That made me feel like I stepped straight back into my childhood, and wow, this was incredible. I didn't vlog very much because they didn't like people filming in the stores, but I'll let you know that I was freaking out because everything was so cheap, so affordable, and so retro. I instantly wanted to buy this limited edition Game Boy Color, but it wasn't for sale. I even stumbled into an old vintage arcade, and the bonus to this experience is that if you can control yourself, it will cost you $0. The first spending of the vlog, $3 for some of these yummy chicken sticks. Delicious. I'm lucky enough to have come to Japan during cherry blossom season, which is the highest tourism. Like, there's so many people here and it does make everything more expensive, but the cherry blossoms are incredibly beautiful and obviously it's still free. So just walking around, checking out this beautiful landscape here in Tokyo. We're continuing with the theme of free because I've come down to the Shibuya Scramble, which can have up to 2,500 people crossing at once and is truly iconic in Tokyo. It's funny how walking across a road is a tourist attraction, but hey. Oh, I found my friends.
Speaking of fun, let's go this way.
Okay. Oh my gosh. Then I watched this random man approach the camera before bumping into my friend on the way out. This place is absolute chaos. And for the price of a really expensive drink, you can come up to the Shibuya crossing viewpoint and see the iconic crossing from above. It's about $4. It is the next morning and we have decided to come down to some creepy vending machines here in Tokyo. Japan is known for their vending machines. You can get almost anything in them, and these ones are in a very particular spot. It's gotta be the creepiest location I've seen in Japan so far. I can barely fit down this little alleyway. For $2, I can get popcorn. Give me my popcorn. It smells so good. Oh, is that just making it right now? No freaking way. And while it's cooking, remember to subscribe because we're on a race to 2 million. Oh my gosh. I never thought down that deep dark alleyway I'd find popcorn, but it's good. For $2, absolute win. We are about to spend $4 on a mystery package. I have no idea what's inside. I hope it's a Rolex. Okay. And on every mystery box, there is a random story. Obviously, I don't read Japanese, but I got a translator. This one is about a lady that passed away when she was 92. And it's her daughter writing about how she loves her. Wow, that's so emotional. Oh well, give me my prize. Maybe I've got that lady's inheritance. $4. And what's the retail on this?
200 yen.
Spent $4 for $1 prize. So worth the experience. Wouldn't do again. Here's a life hack for you. Always look under vending machines because people drop coins, and I've probably found at least $50 worth of coins in my life. So let's have a little sneaky look under that gross machine.
This money?
Yeah. Oh, 50. 50 yen. Easy. Work smarter, not harder, my friends. We've just come down to TeamLab, which is an interactive museum here in Tokyo. It costs $24 and it is a must. I'm sure you've already seen videos of this location on the internet, but there are several rooms with different light exhibitions. This one was literally flowers hanging from the roof. And if you do come here, make sure you wear shorts because you will be knee deep in water. And yes, it was 1/4 of our budget, but it was totally worth it. Now, you can't come to Japan without trying their traditional dish, ramen. They do ramen better than anywhere else in the world. This shop behind me is called Ichiran, and it is one of like the ramen fast food joints here in the city. And it's really cheap. Thank goodness. And now we wait for our ramen. I am so hungry. And it was at this moment that I realized I was slightly attracted to a bowl of noodles. Did you know that in Japan you're allowed to slurp out of your bowl? This is incredible. We destroyed that. We have almost spent half our money. We have $53 left, and we are about to go into an arcade. Another classic thing you have to do while you're in Tokyo. Let's go spend some money. I am not leaving without something in my hands. A plush, a toy, anything. Like, I need something. I need a win. Whoa! This guy just won the whole machine. We're definitely doing it now.
Okay, where do I go now?
Bro, one claw, he got like 5 toys. Oh look, it's holding them all. And this was the moment that started my very unhealthy addiction to claw machines in Tokyo. We only spent $3 here, but we ended up winning like so many toys. We win! Just stumbled into a massive floor of ping pong, and it only cost $3, so heck yes. Why can you do so many awesome fun things for like only a couple of dollars? We won a bunch of prizes.
Here we go.
And we also played ping pong. I love Tokyo. So I'm currently editing this video in my mate's living room. Look, I'm sleeping there. This is his place. And I'm trying to think of a natural segue for the sponsored part. I think I'm just gonna slap the camera. Okay, here we go. Did that work? What the heck? This video is sponsored by Sony's newest vlogging camera, the ZV-E1. Firstly, it's incredibly lightweight, which means I can just throw it around, and because I don't go to the gym, my arm can get really tired really quickly, so this is incredibly helpful. Secondly, the ZV-E1 has incredible stabilization. This is what the footage looks like without the stabilization on. It is a little bit further back, but with a small crop, the vlogging footage becomes incredibly smooth, and honestly, I like this crop better. Plus, this camera has incredible autofocus and animal autofocus, which I've been testing today. All the shots have come out incredibly sharp. And the camera has a really awesome feature called Product Showcase, which basically means if you're putting anything in front of the camera to showcase the product, it will focus on it, and then it will focus back on you. Sony's ZV-E1 is their first full-frame vlogging camera, and honestly, it is perfect for anyone that wants to get into content creation. Because it's so easy to use, it's inspired me to start creating more long-form videos, and this camera is going to be traveling with me from now on all throughout the world. I think that one worked. Alright, back to the video. Let's go. It is the next morning and I'm currently in transit, so excuse all my bags. But I'm gonna drop into 7-Eleven for breakfast because culturally, that's what Japanese people do apparently. Correct me if I'm wrong. I might be wrong. They really don't like you filming in these stores, so I had to be quick with my videos. And I know you're probably thinking, Jorden, what's so good about 7-Eleven? But the 7-Elevens in Japan are on steroids. It's super yummy and it's really cheap. I spent $6 on breakfast and this is what I got. A bit of fried chicken, these pancakes. It's a risk, but it looks good. This is the sushi I always saw on Pokemon from Brock. Okay, kinda, not really. Red bean whipped cream pancake. It's incredible. It's so soft. Oh my word, look at that thing. You gotta try this. Wow.
Bro, y'all gotta try this. That's delicious.
I know. Hey! Oh.
Wow, friendship.
Friendship.
Did you get that on camera?
That's the best physical touch I've received in years.
He straight up.
Oh my god.
There was no space between you and his body.
For dinner, I have come down to a very unique restaurant called Zauo. On TikTok, there is a lot of people fishing for their meals. It is a little expensive, but it's a once in a lifetime and it's still within budget, so let's give it a go. Now, it sounds simple in concept, but I am not a fisherman, and honestly, this was way harder than I thought. After I learned how to put the bait on correctly, we sat there for 45 minutes watching everyone else catch fish but us. So I sort of broke the rules and caught the fish with the net. No. I got one. It was actually pretty funny because I was just so hungry to eat that I didn't really care about the fishing anymore. It took us about 40 minutes and we had to use the net in the end, a sneaky cheat code, but we got ourselves a big one. That's the freshest sushi you'll ever eat. From the river to our mouth in 20 minutes. Doesn't get much fresher than that. I mean, it was a fun experience, but I probably wouldn't do this again. And you don't want to know how much this cost. We just paid for it and it actually cost me exactly $40. Thank you. Yep. Oh my word. That was a very expensive meal and we've got $3 left over, but totally worth it. Once in a lifetime experience. Catch and kill and eat. My final $3, guys. And yes, I spent my last dollar on one strawberry. One strawberry each, $1 each. Oh. And just like that, $100 in Japan is done. We could have probably managed that a little bit better, but either way, it was incredibly fun. And I was pleasantly surprised with how many things you could actually do for $100 here in Tokyo. If you want more long form, slightly graze the subscribe button, and I will see you in the next one. What the heck? Goodbye.